let's talk about what not to do in an audition. I love doing audition advice videos, sharing tips and what to do. So today I thought we could talk about what not to do. So let's talk about some of the biggest and most common audition mistakes actors tend to make. Also, if this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Kat. I really like musicals. Thanks to Backstage for sponsoring today's video. We'll hear more from them in a sec, but first I want to hear from you. What is the biggest audition mistake you tend to see people making? Share your biggest no-no in the comments down below to hopefully help someone avoid making the same mistake. Let's talk about what not to do. Don't apologize and don't make excuses. There is nothing more unnecessary, uncomfortable, and exhausting. And I say that from both sides of the table because I am absolutely guilty of making this mistake. If you mess up, that's okay. It happens all the time. Get on with your audition and make the best of it. But please, please, please don't call attention to it and don't try to explain it away or make an excuse for it. Especially don't apologize for a bad audition because you might be the only one in the room thinking that you did badly. I almost knocked over my water bottle. That would have ended badly. It's on a glass table. The entire thing shatters. Don't count yourself out. This happens so much, and I especially see it during callbacks. Maybe it's something about like seeing the competition and it psychs you out. People get into their head, they start comparing themselves. Don't do that. Stay in your confidence and be yourself. You are one of one, and that's the most valuable thing about you. My voice teacher always used to tell me this, that like if you're an apple and they want an orange, they're gonna choose an orange, not an apple trying to push themselves to be an orange. So you need to focus on being the juiciest, crispiest apple you can be. You're doing yourself a disservice otherwise. Don't try to hide yourself in an effort to present yourself in a way that you think the casting team wants. Maybe they see that gorgeous apple looking super crispy and they want that instead. So be the absolute most unique version of yourself. That's how to be your best self, because that's how you make yourself irreplaceable. Literally. Don't show up unprepared. A lack of preparation is the root cause of so many botched auditions. Honestly, I'd say like 80%. Research the material if possible. Be off book to the best of your ability. That means knowing the lines. Still always hold the paper in your hand. Don't put it down. Even if you know it, just hold it in your hand. You don't have to look at it. It weirdly helps communicate that this isn't like a finished product. Also, it's gonna be really embarrassing if you do forget a line and then you have to stop the scene and then go grab your script and like flip through to try to find it. So just hold on to it. Another audition tip I have is something you should do, which is check out today's sponsor. Like, for real. Getting your cat to pose for pictures can be difficult, but finding auditions doesn't have to be. And that's because we've got Backstage, the #1 name in casting since the 60s. Goodbye, Louie. Backstage, simply put, absolutely rocks. It's the easiest way to find your perfect audition. With Backstage, you can sort through casting calls using filters like age range, location, gender identity, production type, race, union status, and so much more. Backstage can take you everywhere, from worldwide casting calls to as local as work from home opportunities. Backstage has casting calls for all types of auditions, including crew positions for theater, musicals, short films, features, streaming, TV, modeling, voiceover, you name it. You can even seamlessly submit self-tapes with Backstage from a profile featuring your additional work and headshots. It's intuitive, user-friendly, very easy to figure out. Backstage has countless articles with casting directors, actors, and other industry experts sharing motivation, wisdom, advice. There's some really valuable insight, and it's a neat look behind the scenes. So if you want to check out Backstage, they created an exclusive discount code just for us. You can get your first month of Backstage for only $5 when you sign up using code CAT5. Click the link down below or visit backstage.com and use code CAT5 when you sign up to get your first month of Backstage for $5. Thanks to Backstage for sponsoring this segment, and thank you guys for checking out our sponsors. Now, back to the video. If you get to choose your audition material, make sure that it's appropriate not only for you, the character you're auditioning for, and the genre at hand. It needs to be something that shows off your best assets and kind of hides the bits that you don't want to share. It should be material that you nail every time and makes you feel like a rock star. There is literally no reason to be singing a song that makes you scared or you feel like you can only nail like 65% of the time. Choose something just a little less flashy that you know you can nail 100% of the time. Plus, if there are any specific big loud high notes that they want or need to hear, the team will just ask you. Don't go up to the table and shake hands or be overly familiar with the casting team. team. Unless they initiate it first, in which case follow their lead. You want to let them kind of set the tone, and you want to present yourself as a professional. Going a step further, don't touch anybody in an audition unless you get permission first. It's super easy, like if you're gonna dance with someone or if you're doing a scene, literally just say, hey, can I touch you on the shoulder? Or is it cool if I grab your hands? Not only is it the polite thing to do, but it also helps indicate that you're trustworthy and professional and easy to work with. Plus, especially in a post-COVID world, it's really great to be considerate of other people's personal space. That's one of the big reasons why I focus so much on attitude and how you present yourself during an audition, because in an audition, you're basically walking into a room full of strangers. You don't know them, they don't know you, most of the time. So first impressions are everything. They're not just auditioning your talent, but they're auditioning you as a person, as a piece of this creative ensemble. It's basically a job interview. Are you pleasant to work with? Are you on time? Are you trustworthy? Are you a team player? Those are all major factors when it comes to casting, and none of them have to do with talent. Don't forget to follow instructions. Again, first impressions, show that you're competent. Follow the instructions from the monitor, from your reader, from your accompanist, from the dance captain. Be polite and treat everyone with respect. Not only is it, again, the correct human thing to do, but like being a jerk to other people doesn't make you seem cool. It makes you seem unpleasant and a diva and not someone you want to work with. There is no faster way to end up on a team's bad side than by being mean to someone on the crew. And remember that the audition begins the second you walk in the door. Or honestly, it begins before that, like when you get out of your car or when you walk into the building. Don't talk shit in the parking lot. Talk shit at home. If you really need to complain or vent about something, talk to your mom, talk to your boyfriend, talk to your cat. Don't get messy or gossipy around or at auditions. Don't come in with a bunch of blocking. They want to watch you act, not see you drag around a chair or lie on the ground. Plus, it'll be even more distracting to them because if the director's there, they probably have the scene mapped out in their head and they're trying to imagine you in it, and now you're on the ground. So don't come in with elaborate blocking. In fact, don't move around. What do I mean by that? You don't want any unmotivated movement, like no fidgeting or playing with your shirt or fixing your hair, swaying back and forth or walking around or just randomly doing an arm thing in the middle of your song. If you do any type of movement or switch focus points, it needs to be purposeful and motivated by something creatively, like in the song or the piece. It needs to make sense. You gotta move for a reason. My big thing when I was younger is that I would always scrunch my eyebrows when I'd sing. So I had one director just put a piece of painter's tape across my forehead so that I could feel when I would move my eyebrows. And honestly, it really helped. That's how I broke the habit. It helped me become so much more mindful of what I'm doing with my body. Don't forget to listen and be present in the material. Something I see a lot is people like locking in a line reading. It's like, this is the way they practiced it at home in front of the mirror, so this is the way they're gonna deliver it. It comes off really robotic and inauthentic and like you pre-planned. You can't just be thinking about your lines. That's kind of what it means when you're supposed to listen during a scene. You have to be an active participant. This is the first time this is happening. But those are just some of my thoughts. I want to hear from you. Share some audition mistakes in the comments down below. Help us avoid them. Again, if you're new here, hit subscribe, join the musical theater internet cult. Huge thank you to Backstage for sponsoring this video. Click that link below or use code CAT5 when you sign up to get your first month of Backstage for only $5. I hope you're having a great day. I love you so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!